Hello! Hello!
Well, I hadn't posted for a while, so I thought I would whip up a video here. We've made it back to Wisconsin, and the nice thing about coming from the west is that we went through Montana and then on into South Dakota, and the Black Hills are so beautiful, and it's such a fantastic place to stop. So that's what we did. We did spend a couple of days there, and this time of year, it's a little chilly at times. We got snowed on while we were sightseeing once, but there's nobody there in terms of tourists, so you don't have to worry so much about reservations at campgrounds, and there isn't much traffic, and there's wildlife everywhere. And the thing that it's kind of interesting. I was looking at the buffalo, and you can get up close to the bison there. And in the campground, there's a fence around it, but it isn't to keep the buffalo. The buffalo aren't the ones in the fence. It's you in the campground. The fences is to keep them out of the campground. Other than that, they roam free. And so you can't get too close to them. They're wild. They aren't tame. They don't typically attack people, but occasionally they do. They will protect themselves, but they're such big animals, and it's fun to watch. But South Dakota does a great job of stocking some of the waters in the state parks, and Custer State Park at the Game Lodge has a pond, that's got big trout in it. And so, I just killed some time fishing, and I don't know how many I caught. I caught a bunch of big trout out of there. I didn't keep any of them, but I think I would have been limited on how many I could keep, because you're only allowed 1 over 14 inches, I think, per day. And I'm pretty sure that most of what I caught was in that 14-inch neighborhood. But I'm proudest of the little brookie that I caught. The brook trout aren't stocked. They're wild. So when you catch one of those, you did it all on your own, so to speak. So I am proud of that brookie. I think it's about 8 inches or so, but they're such beautiful fish. But anyway, we headed across South Dakota. It's a little, a little like these other states, You go from the incredible beauty of the Black Hills to wide open, seemingly never-ending grasslands. And that really, I love that, actually. I don't mind the prairies at all. I love the wide open sky and being able to see forever when you're out there. But when it comes to driving, the scenery doesn't change much. So it's good podcast country while the scenery goes by. But we did stop in a really nice spot. I kind of, if the weather was nicer and we weren't trying to get back, I probably would have talked Terri into maybe staying a day or two at the lake. Because, we had a free spot at Oahe Reservoir by Chamberlain, just a few miles outside of Chamberlain. And, just a decent spot in the middle of nowhere, kind of felt like, So anyway, I wouldn't mind spending another day or so there. But it's nice that you can find those places in the Midwest like that. And a lot of the towns, campground, they'll offer you free spaces right in town, sometimes with hookups even. So we always take advantage of those things, and then we do business, as much as we can in the towns to kind of say thanks for what they've done for us on there. But anyway, we did manage to stop in Terri's hometown and say hi to her family and her uncle, who's not doing well health-wise. So it was great. We happened to be there on his birthday, so happy birthday, Freddie. It was fantastic to see you and everybody. But we're back in Wisconsin, and that means doing things like drinking beer with friends and seeing all the things that the grandkids have, and then, you know, spending time in Wisconsin. We're a little early. The weather isn't the greatest, but the campground we're at is nice, and Terri wanted to be close to Madison, and you know, I'm having to go do some meetings and different things in like Minneapolis and whatnot, and while we're here, so it's good for her to be close to Jamie and Andy. So I am going to go on an adventure of my own, and here's a little hint of what that'll be. I'll be leaving the car behind. Anyway, like I say, we're back in Wisconsin, and just wanted you to have a quick update of what's going on so you didn't think we disappeared or something. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.